Hi everyone. We're going to do a project today based on the artist Paul Cézanne. And Paul Cézanne lived a little over 100 years ago, and he is famous for doing still lifes. And a still life is a drawing or a painting of objects that are standing still on a table. And most commonly we see is a fruit bowl. And we're going to do a fruit bowl today with apples in it. And it's a very simple project. All you're going to need is a piece of paper. Any kind of paper you have at home is perfectly fine. You're going to need some crayons, and that's about it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with a black crayon. And I'd like you to get a black crayon or a dark crayon of some sorts. And we're going to draw three circles on our paper. And those three circles are going to be apples. Now they don't have to be perfect circles, I mean, but they do have to kind of be large enough to fill up most of the page. Now to make an apple, we're just going to do a little bit of a half, just a little bit of an arch there. I'm going to put a line in there for a stem. There's one apple, another arch, and a stem. And I'm going to do one more. Huh, how simple is that? I have three apples on my paper. Now still life usually have the fruit or the object in a bowl. So we're just going to put a circle around our three apples. And I have a bowl. Again, it's not perfect, but it's still a nice piece of artwork. Now the next thing we're going to do is the bowl needs to sit on something. So I'm going to put a line back here just to make it look like the bowl sitting on a table. And maybe the table has a nice tablecloth with stripes on it. So I'm going to do this also. Just to fill up the page. It's called nice composition. There's more stripes. And now I have my tablecloth, my bowl, and my apple. Now, Paul Cézanne is well known for not just coloring the apples one color. He used many colors in each apple. But we will start off with using one color. Now I'm going to start with my red crayon, and I'm going to just color this apple red. I'm not going to push real hard. I want a medium color. You know, the harder you push a crayon, the darker it is, and the lighter it is. I have a red apple. Let me make a yellow apple. And do this one yellow. And I'm going kind of quick. You can take your time, go at your speed. You do not have to go as fast as I did. Now I have my red apple, a yellow apple, and I'm going to make a green apple. And I want you to make your apples all three colors too. Try and fill it in as nicely as I can. There we go. Now I have three apples, yellow, red, and green. Now, as I said earlier, Paul Cézanne was known for adding more colors to his apples. So since I have green in my hand, I'm going to put some green around the edge here of this apple. And what this does is gives it form. It makes it look like the apple is round, not laying flat. You know, this looks like it's just a cut out red piece of paper, which is what it is. It's just a red piece of paper. I want it to look like it's starting to curve. And since this curves in a little bit, maybe I'll put a little shadow here too. So now my apple looks like it has form and it's curving. So I'm going to do that to my other apples too. Let's go to the red one. And the red one, maybe I'll use a dark purple. And I'm going to try and get colors that are kind of next to each other in the color wheel. Red and yellow, or not red and yellow, yellow and green, red and purple. I'm going to do the same thing but on this side. And I'm pushing a little harder with the crayons because like I said, if you push harder, it's darker. And maybe I'll just push medium in here just to make it a little bit lighter. And like I did in this apple, I'm going to put a little darkness here. Now I have two apples that looks like they're starting to curve. And then I have my green apple left, and let me use a blue. Now, I don't know if you ever see a blue apple, but it looks good and I like it. And it is just really for a shadow. Same thing. And I'm pushing fairly hard on my crayon. Now I have my three apples, just how I wanted them. It's called form. Form is one of the elements of design, and it makes things look three-dimensional. So now I have my three apples colored in. Might as well color in a plate. What color would I have? I got all kinds of colors I can use here. I'm going to pull out my orange crayon. Just for fun, and I like orange. Now I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just going to kind of keep it medium. Again, I'm going fast. I want you to take your time and do your best job you can. You do not have to go as fast as I go. Keep coloring. Notice I kind of put my crayon on an angle too. That way I can get more crayon on the paper. If I went straight up and down, the point would be, it would take a while. Now by doing it lightly, I can go back in and maybe go darker around certain apples. And that gives it a little bit of a shadow also. And I like the apples. Maybe I do want to go in with another color. And red is next to orange in the color wheel. So maybe I'll add a little red just to bump it up a little bit. Use it a little bit more. And it is perfectly okay to mix crayon colors. Now it looks like my apples have a shadow. The light's coming from this direction, and I have some shadows on my plate. Wonderful. Now the next thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to color my tablecloth. You can do this however you like. And since I have a purple crayon here, I think I'm going to start by doing some purple, some stripes. And again, I'm going fast. You can make a pattern with your stripes if you want to do rainbow tablecloth. If you want to put designs in your tablecloth, you can do that. However you want, it is your tablecloth. This one's my tablecloth. And right now I'm adding purple stripes, and I am thinking in my brain of what I want to do with the other stripes. I don't think I want to leave them white. Although I like the purple and white, but I think I'm going to go, I have this, what color is this? Red violet. I think I'm going to do this. Make a nice red violet. It's not quite purple, and it's not quite red. That's why they call it red violet. And one more stripe at the end. Oops, I'm turning off the paper. I'm going fast. There's my. Did you notice how I turned the paper? It's okay to turn the paper if you're more comfortable. That way you're not reaching over and your hand's not smearing what you've already done. Now, I would really like you to do one more thing for me here. Is we've done shadows to create the three-dimensional look we want. We still need a shadow here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to take my, now, let me see what I got. I got a blue violet here, indigo, which is a dark blue. We use that in the rainbow. And I'm just going to put it on part of it. I'm not going to make it look like my plate is giving a shadow on the table. Just a little bit. Now it looks like my plate is off the table a little bit. We are giving a lot of three-dimension looks. And this is really, really simple. Anybody can do this. Now, one last thing I have is I need to do my wall up here. Yeah, let's just make it green because it's easy. You can make your wall any color you want. I'm going to put my green on its side a little bit. I'm going to work my way across. I'm not pushing real hard with my crayon. I'm just making it nice and light. There it is, guys. This is a Paul Cézanne still life. He uses a lot of fruit in his still life. I want you to take your time, go back, rewind the video if you need to. It's drawing 3 circles. It's drawing 1 circle around it. I want you to draw this line back here for the table. Put your own tablecloth on it and fill up the whole page with color. This is a quick, simple project, and I think everybody can do a wonderful job with this. Take your time coloring it. All you need is paper and crayons. Watch the video and enjoy it. Guys, have a great day.